Hey everybody, Cokeman 250 here. Wanted to chat with you a minute about being silent. Sometimes being silent is worse than thinking up evil things. Sometimes being silent is worse than siding with, or sometimes by being silent, you are siding with things you go against. You know, during World War II, Winston Churchill cited a quote, and allegedly it came from the Irish statesman Edmund Burke. But Churchill said this Burke quote, and it says, "The only thing necessary for triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. And when good men do nothing, evil prevails." When good men do nothing, the things that we normally stand up against or that we are morally against triumph over us. Or when good men stay silent, our rights keep getting more and more trampled on. And you know, there are times when good men have stood up through the years and have made a difference. You know, sometimes you might think, myself, I can't make a difference. I can't make a difference. I'm just one man. Well, a lot of times in world-changing events or country-changing events, one man is what stood up first. And after that one man stood up, others followed him. And most of the time, if you will take the initiative to speak up against something that you're against, then others will follow you, because you're not the only one thinking like that. You know, it was one lady who got prayer taken out of school. And it was because a lot of good people were silent. You know, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. expressed a similar sentiment when speaking of the near silence of the noble people in America during the often dangerous struggles of the civil rights movement. King indicated the greatest tragedy of the time would be the appalling silence of good people. The appalling silence of good people. When good people are silent, bad things prevail. So if you feel like something's going on that's bad or that you don't agree with, you got to listen to your gut feeling. And if you feel like you need to speak up and say something or do something, then you need to do it. A conversation that was had yesterday about this in our Sunday school class. I got a great group of men I go to Sunday school class with. A man said, almost everybody in this room, if they seen somebody that had a wreck or that was laying on the ground that needed help, would run over to their assistance. But hardly any of us will share the gospel or the good news of Jesus Christ with people around us. And that really sunk into me. And I also added to his statement that we know more about being a Christian than we do about first aid. Though we'll go try to help somebody who needs first aid, but we won't go to help somebody or talk to somebody who needs God's help or God's direction or to build a relationship with God in their life. It's easier for us to try to do something we don't know about than it is for us to stand up and to talk to others and to do things we know about, especially when it comes to spreading the gospel or helping others or to pray with others or to ask somebody if they need prayer. And I don't know why that is, but that's Satan getting in there and trying to make you feel out of place and awkward. So when we feel led to go talk to somebody about Jesus, or when we feel led to pray with somebody, we need to act on those feelings. Just as we need to act on the feelings of not being quiet when something we think is bad going on. Because one person can make a difference. One person can start a chain reaction of other people that helps the situation. So this is just a little motivational speech. And I'm going to tell you, I'm passing this along because this was conversations we had yesterday in our Sunday school class. And like I said, I go to Sunday school with a great group of men, and these men inspire me. I go to the older men's class, and I'm also a substitute teacher in there. And yesterday I was substitute leading. I call it leading because it's hard for me to accept that I'm teaching these older, wiser men anything, when actually when I substitute lead, they're teaching me. So I just wanted to share this with you because it was an inspiring conversation for me yesterday that opened my eyes to a couple different things, made me look at things a little bit different. So I just wanted to pass that on to you guys. And this is Coke Man 250 from the land of the free and the home of the brave. God bless everybody. And remember, prep smarter and pray harder.